Hello friends, I am Kiran Mishra from Demonstration Multipurpose School, Regional Institute of Education, Bhopal. So, I hope you all must be fine. Today we are here to start a new chapter, Unit 9 from Class 3 English book Marigold. The name of the poem is Don't Tell. Now, I am sure all of you must have heard this sentence from your parents, don't do this, don't do that. Do this when you grow up. You are too small to do a lot of things. I am sure you must not be liking it. Am I right? Yes. So let us go ahead and see. Look at the child in the poem and just look at the expressions that he is disliking what his mother is telling him not to do. So as you open the page of chapter 9, Marigold, you can see the name of the poem is Don't Tell. And if you look at the picture, let us look what is happening. You all can see a small child standing there with his hands at the back, and he is looking very unhappy. There is something which his mother is telling him not to do. You can look at this left hand of the mother where the mother is trying to say, listen, you don't have to do this. And the child is one side listening to the mother. On the other side, there is something going on in his mind. So what you can see, small bubbles and then a huge picture that there is a very big man standing. So that man actually is there in the thought, in the mind, in imagination of this small child. So this poem looks very, very interesting. Let's go ahead and see what is going on between the child and the mother, right? So as we go, first of all, I am going to read the poem 2 times. So I am going to read it very, very slowly and you will listen to me carefully. The way I am pronouncing the words, the way I am putting stress on one word, and accordingly you can learn, and afterwards in the next classes we will recite it together. Okay? So the name of the poem is Don't Tell. It goes like this. There are lots of things they won't let me do. I am not big enough yet, they say. So I patiently wait till I am all grown up, and I will show them all one day. I could show them now if they give me the chance. There are things I could do if I tried. But nobody knows. No, nobody knows that I am really a giant inside. Okay, so I will recite it once again. Let's go. There are lots of things they won't let me do. I am not big enough yet, they say. So I patiently wait till I am all grown up, and I'll show them all one day. I could show them now if they give me the chance. There are things I could do if I tried. But nobody knows, no, nobody knows that I am really a giant inside, right? So many of you must have understood what's going on inside the poem. Now I will explain to you line by line the meaning of the poem. So the basic thing is based on the name of the poem, which says don't tell. So somewhere what you all must have understood, that don't tell means child is telling the mother, don't tell me, don't do this, don't do that. So no child wants to listen to others. Like, when the parents tell or the other elders around them tell, don't do this, don't do that, but the child is unhappy about these kind of things. Okay, so I go on. There are lots of things. So the child is saying there are lots of things means there are many things, a lot of things they won't let me do. Now who are they? They are parents or elders in the house. So the children are controlled by the parents. They are always disciplined by the parents. This is important. The child is being told by the elders or parents. So they are, the poem are parents or elders in the house. There are lots of things they won't let me do. So they are parents will not. W-O-N-T. Won't means, if we expand it, it says will not. So they will not let me do, they won't allow me to do. I am not big enough yet. So what do they say? That I am not big enough means I am very small. Means big is like when the child grows up, small is when the child is younger in age. So they are saying you are not big enough, you are very small, so you can't do all these kind of things. They say, means the parents say that there are a lot of things you can't do. Why? Because you are too small. So I patiently wait till I am all grown up. So the child says, I am waiting. I am very calmly, quietly waiting. For what time? Till I am all grown up. Means I am waiting for the time when I grow up, when I become very big. A time when nobody can stop me. No child wants to be stopped, but it's important. There are some things which you as children, you are very small, you can't do. You have the capacity to do, but it's only that parents love you, elders love you, they want you to grow up and then try out various things, right? And then he says, and I'll show them all one day. And the child has taken it up as a challenge. I'm going to show you. So he says that once I grow up, I am going to show you all as a grown up child that I can do everything, right? So it says further, the poem says, I could show them now. So the child says, I am capable of showing them now. I can do things now. Like, if you must be thinking what are the things, sometimes you want to cook, go near the gas and want to help your mother and tell your mother, Mama, you go away, I want to cook. Sometimes you want to sit on the car, steering wheel of your parents' car, or when you are sitting on the bike with your parents, you want to, ride it, drive it. But the parents say, no, you will do it when you grow up. So these are the things which they don't let you do. And believe me, children, you don't have to get angry on these kind of things. You will learn. Everyone it's a very natural process that, yes, last year you were 8 years old, this year you are 9, next year you will be 10 years old. So growing up is a normal process. It will happen. So wait for some time. And here the child also has taken up this knows and do's and don'ts of parents as a challenge. If they gave me the chance, if given a chance, I would be able to do anything. There are things I could do if I tried. So the child is unhappy, at least give me a chance. If you give me a chance to try things, I'll be able to do. So he is just unhappy with this one fact that my parents don't give me the opportunity to try things. No, nobody knows, but nobody knows, nobody knows that I am really a giant inside. So now the child says that nobody other than me, outside me, the people around me, the elders around me, they don't know that I am really a giant. Giant means huge, very big. So as you can see in the picture, child is imagining himself as a very big, individual, you know. So the child says, inside I am a very big man, I am a grown up individual. So this nobody knows that I am a big man, big child, big young man inside. So he says, inside I am a big person. What is the meaning of this? That the child thinks I am big. The child thinks I am capable of doing things, but only thing is, he is not getting a chance to do things, right? So we have seen in this poem that this mother is explaining to the child, you can't do this, you can't do that, but the child is all the time thinking in his mind, I can do anything. Give me the opportunity. I am capable of doing everything. But if you don't, then still I will calmly, patiently wait for the time when I grow up and I am going to show it. This is my challenge. I am going to show it to all how capable I am, right? So I have already recited the poem. I have already explained the poem. I am sure you must have understood. You can go back home, recite, do it with your friends, do it with your brothers and sisters, recite the poem to your parents, tell them that yes, I am also capable of doing things, I will also do things, right? So moving further, as in the, we have seen that many times the children are told, you can't do this, you can't do that. So in this picture we can see, what can't you do? So there's a child who's thinking, what can't I do? So then the child comes to the conclusion, I can't ride a scooter. So the child wants to ride a scooter, but in this picture you can see he is thinking, I want to, but actually I can't ride because I am too small. My feet also will not touch the ground if I sit on a scooter, on a bike or whatever. So the child knows that I cannot do, but he always tells his parents, I want to ride a scooter and all that. So there are things like this which the child wants to do, but the child is told, you cannot do. Let us see one more example further. So here in this picture, we see a girl and there is an idea there in the mind of the girl. You can see the bulb which shows that there is an idea in the mind of this girl, and this girl is very stylish. She is wearing a beautiful frock and nice hair clips and all, and the child wants to go for shopping. This girl wants to go for shopping. So what can't I do? What can't this child do? So the child must have gone to the mother and asked, Mama, can I go for shopping? So the mama says, no, you can't go for shopping alone. So there are things, of course, this small child cannot go for the shopping alone. That's why it is important to listen to the elders. I know you can do, every child can do everything, but there is a right age, there is a right time. And parents are your well-wisher. Parents, elders, elder brothers and sisters, you must listen to them. And when the right time comes, when you grow up, when you go to the college, then you will definitely be able to go for shopping alone. Okay. So moving further, let us look at some new words which were there. So I have just taken 4 new words in this chapter which you all can understand and see the meaning. Already while reciting and explaining the poem, I have already explained to you the meanings of these words, but let us do them separately so that you understand these new words. So the first word I have picked up is E-N-O-U-G-H. Enough. What? E-N-O-U-G-H. Enough. Enough means sufficient. When you have enough toys, when you tell your mama, I need one more toy. You tell your mama, I need one more dress. And then your mother says, no, you have enough. Means you have sufficient. A lot of them are lying in the cupboard. A lot of toys are there with you. So that means sufficient, means a lot of. Okay. And in this enough, GH is pronounced as F. Enough. Okay. So going to the next word, the second word, which is C-H-A-N-C-E. Chance. Okay. So chance. So the child in the poem was saying, when will I get the chance to do this or to do that? So So here the meaning of chance is an opportunity. When you will get the opportunity, when you get the chance to do something, when the time comes, you will be given the chance, you will be given the opportunity. Your turn to do things is the meaning chance. When you are allowed to do, that is the meaning of chance. Now moving to the third word, Giant, giant. 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 Giant means very big. In the poem, we had seen the child was imagining himself as a huge, big child, big individual. So, giant means very big. The child said in the poem, if you remember, that people don't know I am very big inside. Nobody knows that I am very big inside. So, giant means very big. I am a giant inside, huge inside. Okay? And the last new word which I have picked up is patient. 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 Patient means quiet, calm, silent. So silent, the better word is calm. When the child is not arguing with the parents, he is patiently waiting, quietly waiting to grow up. He is not creating any fuss. He is just waiting. So, the four new words which we have come across in the poem are enough, chance, giant, patient. Okay? I am sure you must have understood these four words. And this whole poem, Don't Tell, was about a lot of things which your parents tell you not to do. So when you go to your class, with your friends and with your teachers, you can discuss these things which your parents tell you not to do. Okay, and you feel unhappy, you can always discuss, make a small group and discuss with your friends what are you told not to do at home by your parents, and you can also share your opinion about that. I am sure with a healthy discussion with the teacher or with your friends, you will reach to the conclusion, yes, parents are right. When I grow up, I will do these kind of things, So let us see what your parents tell you not to do. So here we see that first is don't use electrical appliances. So electrical gadgets like iron, press, or like electric rod which we use to heat water. So your parents tell you you are too small, or they also tell you not to go near the socket of the switchboard, where sometimes the current flows, sometimes the wires are there, so you are told not to go there. So it's actually, or sometimes they tell you not to use them, like ironing, you want to press iron your dress or something, they tell you when you grow up you can do, don't go near it. So actually children, we should be careful, you may hurt yourself, so you should not. Then the second thing which we can talk about is don't talk to strangers. So when you go out of the house, when you go to school, your mother, father and others in the house must be telling, don't talk to strangers, the new people. Strangers are the new people whom you don't know. They are not your uncles and aunts who come to your house and you know them. You are acquainted with them. No. So your parents tell you don't talk to them. So we don't know who are they. What will they give you to eat? Don't take food from the strangers. Don't talk to the strangers. We should not talk to them, because sometimes they may not be the right people, right? So you should not talk to new people whom you don't know. So let us see the third point, where your parents tell you be careful when you cross the road. So you must be thinking that I am big enough to cross the road. I have crossed the road many times, So of course you have read in your EVS book how to cross the road, look left, look right, again left, and then cross the road at the zebra crossing. But you are children, you are too small, and sometimes the people who drive on the roads are not very careful drivers. So you may get hurt, you may meet with an accident. That's why parents tell you be careful and don't cross the road alone while playing or otherwise going to the market or going to school. The next thing is don't play with matchbox. So I think as a child even I liked to match the matchsticks, when parents are not around, but it can be dangerous. You can burn yourself. So it's like it suddenly catches fire and you are not, quick enough to give a reaction. So parents tell you, don't play with the matchbox. Don't try to light the matchstick alone. You can see, if you want to do, see that, tell your parents come and sit so that they can always keep an eye on you, how you are doing it. You want to learn it. I know every child wants to learn, and that is how we grow. We learn things, but always do these things in presence of your parents, right? The next is, don't go to your friend's house which is far away. Sometimes you want to go to your friend's house because we all enjoy playing with friends. So you want to go to a friend's house which is very far away and you say, Mama, I'll go and come back. And the mama says, no, you can't go, don't go. So you don't like it. You tell your mommy, don't tell me this, do not all the time. But it's very important because you are very small. When you grow up, you can go. It's if the house of your friend is nearby, you can go, but not far away places. Okay? The next is, don't eat chocolates. So I'm sure every child must be very, very unhappy because the parents tell them, don't eat chocolates. Chocolates are not good for your teeth. And you don't like it. Why do parents always tell, when I grow up, I'm going to buy a lot of chocolates and eat? But believe me, they're not good for your teeth. It can lead to decay of the teeth. The next is, don't watch too much TV. So you all like to watch TV. If you switch on the TV, you can keep sitting there for hours together. So it is harmful for your eyes. There are many harmful effects of watching television for long duration. It is good also. But in long duration, like if you sit in front of TV for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, what will happen? You are not doing anything. So your body is not working. Children should play a lot. That's how you will grow up. Your muscles will grow. Your food will get digested. Similarly, it will cause harm to the eyes. Your eyesight may get harmed. And the last thing here, what I have written is, don't play all the time. So sometimes you want to watch TV all the time. Some children want to play all the time. Both are harmful. You should not keep doing one thing, like even studies. You cannot sit with the book for a very long time, it is also harmful. So don't play all the time. So moving further, I am giving you a few words. So words are made up of letters. So what is a letter? Like the first word I have given you, blackboard, and I have told you to make words out of blackboard. Words means BLACKBOARD, blackboard. So this is one word. You have a blackboard in your school. Now I am telling you to make new words out of the word blackboard. So like there are two very clearly seen words from blackboard. One is black, another is board. Okay, and the third word, there can be many more words, but one more word is BACK, back. The second word is mother. You know the meaning of mother? MOTHER, mother. And the words which you can make out of mother is other. OTHER. You have to take the letters from the word mother. So O is a letter, T is a letter, H is a letter, E is a letter, R is a letter. All 5 word letters should be there in the word. So other, the, moth, THE, the, MOTH, moth. So these are the words you can make from mother. The third word I have given you to make new words is vegetable. VEGETABLE, vegetable. And the words which are made out of vegetable are table. So vegetable, right? So table is already there in vegetable. TABLE, table. ABLE, able. So if you remove T, you get able, ABLE, able. Then GET, get. The fourth word is thousand. So in maths you have learnt this word thousand, So THOUSAND. And the new words which you can make out of thousand is SAND, sand, AND, and, SOUND, sound, right? So the last word I have given you to make new words is helicopter. HELICOPTER, helicopter. So one word is cop, C-O-P, cop, L-I-P, lip, P-E-T, pet. So 3 words. You can make more words. It will be a very interesting exercise. So once you see these words in your book, they are there in your book exercise also, you can do that. In the poem, we have seen many words like don't, won't, what's, that's, like this, So you must be thinking, why is this comma kind of thing in between the words? Like, don't. So D-O-N, comma T. So this is not called comma. When it is written in between the word, it's called apostrophe. So you may understand, you may not understand, but it is called apostrophe. So when the apostrophe is there, means some letters, one or more than one letters are missing. So they are the short forms. So if we look at the word don't is the short form of do not. Okay. So if mostly you will see in writings, in your lessons also you have seen. So they are the short forms or the contractions, and if we expand it, they become the full form. So let us see some full forms which are there in the poem and some new ones. So if you look at this, don't, D-O-N apostrophe T, how can we expand it or make a full form of it is do not. Similarly, I'm, I apostrophe M. And what is the full form of I am, A-M, am, I am. I'll, third is I'll, I apostrophe double L. And what is the full form of I'll? I will, W-I-double-L, will, I will. Similarly, can't, C-A-N apostrophe T. So can't, what is the full form of can't? Can not, C-A-N, can, N-O-T, not. It's, I-T apostrophe S, it's, the full form of it's is it is, I-T it, I-S is. Isn't, I-S-N apostrophe T, isn't. And what is the full form? Is not, I-S is, N-O-T, not. The next word is what's, W-H-A-T apostrophe S, what's. And what is the full form? What is, W-H-A-T, what, I-S is. And the last word is that's, T-H-A-T apostrophe S, that's. And the full form of that's is that is, T-H-A-T, that, I-S is. I am is I am, I'll is I will, can't is can not, it's is it is, isn't is not, what's what is, that's that is. Okay. So moving further, there are a few questions from the poem which we need to do, which I have already discussed while explaining the poem, but let us see. First question in your exercise is, how old is the speaker? Speaker means the person who is speaking in the poem. So who is speaking in the poem? The small boy. So the question is how old? What is the age of the speaker? Like whether he is big or small, not the exact age. So the answer is the speaker is a young child. No? So we've seen that the child was young, small. You know, young and old. Old means grown up and young means small. So how old is the speaker? The speaker is a young child. Question 2 is, who are they and them in the poem? So there were times when they say, they tell me not to do, I will show them. These kind of things were there. So who are they? So they and them are the grown-up people. Who are grown-up people? The elders, the parents, the elder brothers and sisters, the grandparents, the uncles and the aunts. So they and them are the grown-up or the big people in the house. Okay. The third question is, what is the secret the speaker is hiding? The speaker was the child. So what was the child hiding? Hiding means not telling the people around. So what was it that the child was hiding? No, hiding means keeping it to himself, not telling it to others. The speaker is hiding the secret that he is a giant inside. So the child was not telling others that what he thinks in his mind. And what does he think in his mind? That he is giant. He is very big inside. So you all must have enjoyed the class. Thank you so much. Thank you.